Hey guys, and welcome back to another Dungeons and Dragons live stream session. So, I want to tell you guys that yesterday I was gonna do a Dungeons and Dragons live stream session yesterday, but I was busy doing some errands and stuff. So yeah. So today, guys, it's gonna now. If you guys, okay, right. Alright, so yeah. If you guys haven't seen my other Dungeons and Dragons live stream session, please go and watch them. And if you guys want me to do more of this, comment down below. And yeah. But without further ado, let's begin. So, last time, the group decided to help the scientists investigate an ancient city guarded by a... Let me find the monster real quick. I'm looking through my monsters of the universe. Multiverse. Let's see. Oh, it's in the... Let's see. And the creature the group was fighting is a Giron. Yep, it's just the 4-armed creature. So yeah. And after the group got out, after the long battle, the group and the research scientists got out of there after they heard the roar. So, and everyone rested on the ship. So yeah. All right. The group actually got up. Anyways, it's the start of the day, so after a long rest on the Millennium Dragon, Silver gets up. Silver to get up, and they head down to the down to have some breakfast, including after Silver reunites with his giant toad that's also on the Millennium Dragon with him. So yeah. So the group sits down having a nice breakfast, and Zed, while everybody was eating, Zed says, "Alright guys, we got another quest to do." So, alright, so this next one is that we need to head to a cave. So, our next quest is some of a mystery, because unfortunately, a lot of people are saying that something's been going on in the... appears that there has been a mysterious sound that's coming in the caves on a planet, and it's scaring all the tourists away from the caves. Now, you guys are wondering, what's the call is from some park rangers, well, actually, some cave explorers that were having tourists do a tour around the that. But unfortunately, the caves are something. Well, something's been scaring all the tourists away from the caves. So it's our job to find out what's making all the sound, sing the sounds in the cave. So after breakfast, we're gonna be heading to the planet and help the cave explorers figuring out what's causing the sound in the caves. So that way. So, are you all ready? Everyone looks at each other, including Silver and Cooper, and they all said yes. All right. I will have Sarah to come and tell Megan to set a course to the plan. All right. After everybody eats their breakfast, get down to the quarters and get ready for their next journey. For the next quest, after a long day, okay, it takes about an hour or so. The group made it. Megan, who's piloting the ship, Zed tells her, "All right, Megan, we're all ready for set a course." After Zed tells Megan the coordinates to the planet, everyone sits down to chat for a moment. All right, guys. So, for this quest, we have to figure out what is causing figuring out what's causing all the tourists to get scared off from the caves. Yeah. Everyone is something's been Raja, as everybody's Raja says, what if the caves are haunted? Okay. I heard a lot of stuff about the cave. Let me do a. Let me look at Silver's thing. I will do a. And it just sounds says a cave. Oh, caves are good. Alright, for that, I need everybody to roll for a. I'm gonna let everyone roll a history check. So, I get all the dice out. Okay. Or actually, while everybody's having a conversation, Megan calls from the captain's quarters saying, beep boop beep 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 boop beep. She said that. Zed translate. He said, okay, so Megan says that we've arrived at the planet. So, is everybody ready? And everyone gladly says yes, they are. Alrighty then, let's go. After the Millennium Dragon landed on the planet, everyone makes their way to the cave. Upon walking, need everybody to do on their way to the caves. For that, I'm gonna roll for everyone to do have everyone do a, let's see, I would say a survival check. So, first up, Raja. And also, guys, wait, before I get started, before I do a nature check, guys, I want to show you guys the dice I'll be using for queer. These here, so yeah. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh yeah, survival check. So, okay, so for the DC is gonna be is either 10 or 12. So let's see. Alright, first up is Raja. Ooh, okay. Nat 20. Okay, she got the highest. Alright, Zed. Ooh, okay, a 5. Okay, next up is Silver. Okay, 13. Okay, that's good. Next up is Cooper. Ooh, okay, 16. That's good. Okay, so he passed. Okay, queer. Okay, 14. Ooh, okay. Next up is now finally Iga. Oh wow. 15. Alright, so for those who we'll do the ones who pass after the one fail. So after Silver tells everyone to stay close, is everybody okay? Well, everyone's walking as a group to the cave. Said, however, he gets a little bit distracted while walking around and sticking with the group. But for everybody else, after seeing Zed goes off, stay close. everyone who passed is close, stick to the path. But when Reja sees Zed about to wander off, she calls out to Zed, saying, Zed! Wait, Zed! Over here! Zed! She, after hearing this, Zed realizes he's about to almost wandered off the path. After about a minute or so, Reja says, I see the cave, everyone. There it is. And upon arriving to the caves, they see two of the rangers, two of the cave explorers who gives people, who are the people that have tourists explore the caves. And upon making it, they says, oh, thank goodness you've all arrived. We really need your help. Anderson, Zed asks, what seems to be the problem? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, it's been awful. Well, usually the cave, well, the cave, we really need your help. We have a feeling that something, we got a feeling that something's is down in the caves and scaring off all the tourists. We don't know what it is, but all of our tourists got so scared, and they got. I have a feeling. We have a bad feeling something might be lurking in the cave somewhere. Well, whatever it is. Oh dear. Oh my. Well, whatever it is scaring off all the tourists. We can't do the tour if whatever it's scaring all tourists here. Reja goes, don't worry. Oh, don't worry. We're happy to help you solve this mystery. Thank you. While doing that, guys, while that is happening, Silver says, don't worry. Yeah, we can help you figuring out what's scaring all your tourists away. The cave explorers look at him and says, everyone and says, thank you. We really need all your help for this. Well, everybody is looking. Zed asks, I think our first job, alright everyone, our first job is to go and investigate the cave. As Zed, hearing this, Silver says, yes. Silver will say, yeah. Oh yeah, sure. We better. That's a good idea. Agrees. Upon hearing this, Queer says, so a lot of people are afraid of a cave. I wonder what. I don't know what's inside of it, but Oh, I guess we're gonna go cave exploring. Well, saying that says, don't worry. Look, this is what we're, that's because we're gonna go. Zed tells the explorers, don't worry. Once we solve the mystery, the caves will be been ready for your guys' tour again. The Queen Explorer says, thank you. He also asks, is it okay if we can investigate in the caves so we can find out what's scaring all the tourists? The cave explorers look at each other. And he's saying, yes, of course. Saying, yes, of course. We will get you guys ready for some class. They give everyone some gear to go and explore the caves so they can start doing their investigation. Silver, now, I'll tell you, but luckily Silver has his torch, so he will have all the light. Let's see, he has torch, so after everyone is geared up and ready to go, the cave explorers says, if you guys need any help, feel free to ask, free to shout out, free to ask us anything before going into the caves. Is that what Ray says? Don't worry, we'll be careful. After everyone, including Cooper, goes into the cave, they all, so Silver, he will light his torch and guide everyone in the caves. So yeah. Well, hold up guys, let me get the caves ready. Alright. As the group goes into the cave, they take a look around. For that, I need everyone to do a nature check. So, same thing with the DC. It's gonna, for the DC is gonna be the same. It's gonna be 10 or 12. So, Raja. Ooh. Okay, she got a nat 1. Okay. Zed. Okay. 14. Oh, I forgot that Silver's nature check, a survival check. See, well, forgot. Okay, next up is Silver. Oof, 5. Cooper also got a 5, so he failed. Next up is Queer. 9. Oh boy. So he failed. 8 for Iga. So for Silver's nature check, 5 plus 3, that'll be 8, so he failed. So for everyone, so for the ones that failed the DC, that is either 10 or 12, they failed. Sorry. Everyone thinks, look at this cave, and they think, wait, hold on. Actually, hold on, guys. Hold on. I might save the nature check a moment. So, as everybody walks into the cave, okay, the ones. Everybody, the 5 people in Raja, Silver, Cooper, Clear, and Iga look at while inside the cave that everybody is they're inside the cave. They think, very no. Hold on, guys. Uh, well, everybody, you guys are asking. Okay, wait, hold on. Now, everybody, this is a live stream, so you guys can comment down and leave a comment in the chat. So yeah. Well, inside this cave, okay, if you guys wondering what's the size of the cave and how tall is it from the inside and the outside, I would say it's like either well, the cave, looking at the cave's entrance, I would say either like 10 feet, and the cave, so from the inside, it's like either 10, either 10 to 15 feet, or 14 feet. Well, everybody is in the cave, I think. Well, everybody inside the cave tries to think how tall is this cave is. They think it's a pretty normal sized cave. However, Zed, who passed the DC, says that this cave is in fact like, well, Zed did do some research on the cave, while he was on the millennium. And he did heard stories about creatures living in the caves. But he doesn't know what they are just yet until he tells the group about it. Oh, as everybody was at a stop in the cave, Zed tells everyone, "Okay, guys, let's look around and find some clues." Wait, actually, all right, everyone, let's split up and look for clues. So we'll split up into two groups. So me, Raja, and Queer will go through one tunnel, one part of the cave. There are two. The cave splits into either left or right. Then right. So Zed tells everyone, "All right, everyone, we're gonna split up and look for clues. Me, Raja, and Queer will take the right tunnel. Well, Silver, Cooper, and Ego will take the left. That way we'll find some clues on both sides. Then we'll meet again. Then we'll meet up right here. All right. For the first group with after the two groups split up with Zed, Raja, and Queer taking the right path, tunnel, while Silver, Cooper, and Iga take the left tunnel. They go and look for clues. So first up, we have Silver's group taking a first up, it's gonna be on the right path. Actually, the left. Silver, Iga, and Cooper after walking down the tunnel, they see a room. Well, actually, first. So, they are found. Silver will tell Cooper and me, guys. Silver will tell Cooper and Iga to. I will have them investigate the room. So, for that, it's time for everybody to roll a DC check. Yeah, I mean, no, oh wait, hold on. DC, I meant to say investigation check. All right. So first up, Silver. He got a 7. So 7 plus 3, that'll be 10. Okay, so Silver passed the DC with a 7. Alright, hang up. Okay, next up is Cooper. Ooh, okay, he got 19. So he passed. Iga, 7. Okay, he fell. Okay. For those who failed the DC check, which is a 10 or 12, so Iga, who is looking around the cave, looking in the room of the cave, he just sees like rocks and just nothing out of the ordinary. But however, Silver and Cooper sees something and says, "Hey, Iga!" Say, "Hey, Iga! Look at we found something." Iga comes over and sees footprints, but they see they take a look at the footprint and tries to figuring out what creature made these. But however, we'll get back to that in a moment. So now we're hopping over to Sed, Raja, and Queer, who are investigating the right part of the tunnel of the cave. So they too find a room and they start their investigation. So it's a need for them to roll a investigation check, and for their DC is 10 or 12. So see if they can match. Ooh, Zed got a nat 1, so he failed. Raja 9. Now for Queer, oof, 1. So unfortunately, they failed the DC. So they tried their best to figuring out what inside the cave is, and unfortunately they think maybe it's pretty normal and they don't see anything. So I'll have them start looking, but they decided, I'll have them decided to stay in the cave to do some more investigation. As that's happening, we go back to Silver's group that's after seeing a footprint on the floor. Cooper, who after Silver saw the footprint, Cooper found something as well. So, well, for Iga, he can hear a ribbit, but for Silver, with his little amulet, says, "Master, I found something." After Silver heard this, he tells Iga, "Come on, Iga, we better go check what Cooper found." Now, upon seeing this, they see Cooper looking at something, like on the wall. Well, actually, they take a look at something, but they don't know what it is. So, I will have them do a nature check. So, it's time for them. So, first up, Silver. Okay, 12. So, and yes, guys, the DC is 10 or 12. So, let's see, 12. Wait, hold on. I guess Silver's character sheet that I have right here. So for his nature check, that'll be a +3. That'll be, so that's a 15. So he passed. Cooper. He got a 7. Let me look at his character sheet. I mean, it's in intelligence. That'll be with a -4. That'll be 3. So that's a 3. So unfortunately, Cooper failed. Next up is Iga. Ooh, he got a 15. So, alright, so for those who failed the DC check, okay, so Cooper takes a look at it and thinks maybe it's just something, he thought maybe it's something that maybe it's part of the cave. But however, Silver and Iga with a 15, they actually take a look at it and sees that it's some kind of like web, like a type of web that for Silver's, he's seen what these are. They seen see these webs before back in his world where he was from. He noticed that these are spider webs. Iga too sees this, and both of them seem very confused. They question each other, thinking, Normal spiders don't make these types of webs. So whatever it is, it's either like 10 to 15 feet tall. After upon seeing this, the three head out of the room to go meet up with him, to wait with for the others. So, but however, let me go back to Zen. They look for them. I'm gonna give them another an investigation check as they keep investigating the room. Okay, Raja got a 5. Not the best. Wait. Yeah, she failed. Okay, Zed. Ooh, okay, he got a 19, so that's better. He passed. And yes, guys, the DC is the same. 4. So Queer failed. So for the 2 that failed the DC check, it's either 12. Raja takes a look at the cave. Raja trying to find. Oh, first up, Queer, who is having a hard time looking around the cave, sees that room, thinking that all he sees is just a normal, looks pretty normal. Raja tries her best to see. She looks around the room thinking maybe she might find something, but it was her. But however, Zed says, "Hey, I found something." Oh, hold up, guys. Silver, Nika, wait, hold on, guys. They were looking at the footprint, saying, "Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on." Zed says, "Hey, I found something." Raja and Queer come over to Zed and they take a look at what looks like probably a something like on the floor right here. They take a look at it, but they don't know what it is. So for them, I'm gonna have them roll a nature check. Raja first. Okay, 16. So Raja pass. Ooh, that got a nat 20. Okay, where? 5. So Queer takes a look at it and thinks, maybe it might be a. He thinks maybe it's just something on the ground, like some, like possibly some Hicks or so. Maybe. But however, Zed and Rage, the ones, Raja takes a look at it and sees that these are eggs. And Zed points that these are eggs. What's Raja said for Raja? She takes a look at it, what she's looking at, and she said, I think these are eggs. However, Zed, looking at the egg, after hearing Raja, he says, guys, I don't think these are just normal size eggs. I think these might be, but look, spider eggs. Upon hearing this, Zed, Queer says, that can't be. A spider would have to be almost the same size as the room that we're in. Upon hearing this, Raja says, well, whatever it is, we better go tell this to Silver and the others. As they all head back to the area where Silver and the others are waiting for them, they tell they see Silver, Cooper, and Iga at the part where they came out. They all head back to explain what they found in their investigation. Silver tells Raja Zed and Queer what they found, and they are in shock that they have found like a footprint and some spider webs. Upon hearing this, they tell them what they found in their investigation as well. And they found like eggs, but spider eggs. After the group talks in the one room, they hear something going. The group stop and listen as they hear this sound. Goes. The group, standing there in shock, tried to figure out what is making that noise. So, for this, I need While everybody was, hold on, while everybody was talking, they hear a sound going. They hear something climbing on the walls. I need everybody for this. I need everybody that needs to roll for a perception check. So let's start off with the DC. First, the DC. It's 10 or 12 for this. So Razor got a 2. Zed. Okay, 13. Silver. Not 1. So 1 plus. Or plus 3. That's a 4. So he failed. Cooper. 6. So 6. 0 is a 6, so failed. Okay, so clear. Got 2. Failed. Now Iga. 6, so failed. Everybody looks around to see where the sound is coming from, but they don't know what it is. And yes, oh, I forgot, guys, that Silver had his torch, so it tries to look around to see where the sound is coming from, but they don't see anything. However, Zed pointed out, guys, and see, he takes a look at the figure on the wall, or actually, 5 figured creatures on the wall, climbing on the spider webs. They look at the creature. See, creature with 4 arms and the 2 that walks on 2 legs, climbing on the walls. Silver remembers the footprints that were on. A spider would not have like toes. The next spider creature, the next 3, there are 3 of these creatures. Now the other, now they look at the next creature. they see one that looks like an actual spider. 6 legs, but has 2 arms holding. They look very carefully at these creatures, and they're both holding 2 blades. Both holding blades. Looking at them, they see that they're daggers. And with that, it's time for and with that, but see, as soon as the group ceases, they all look at each other thinking, what are these what are those creatures? Before they can react, before they can react, that's, all right, everybody, get ready. They all get ready to fight. But unfortunately, guys, that's where we're gonna end off the session. So, okay, guys, so I'm gonna end it off here. If you guys enjoyed this Dungeons and Dragons live stream video, please leave a like, subscribe, and click on that notification bell to see more videos like this. And as always, I will see you guys next time.